up. Mega Health will be coming up here fairly soon, and Apparition is already on the spot.
You have lost the lead.
And that'll be first frag very handily in Apparition. Ray getting a little bit, I don't want to say frustrated, but with the best laid plans going awry that early in the game, we're going to be seeing a quick -1 on Ray as well. Apparition cleaning up. Eating a grenade though, so that'll be a bit of damage before he picks up red armor. Mega Health coming up in a few seconds here, but Apparition's got other things to worry about in the meantime. Ray, he's really focused on that Mega right now. Doesn't want to let it go at all. He doesn't have the timing on it, making this a very dangerous play for him as Apparition's coming down the pipe, looking for the rails, looking for the rockets, and getting a decent amount of hits. Ray can get the grab, but most of that bonus is gone now as Apparition shots his burn off all that Mega. And again, deja vu here as Ray is looking for a shot on red armor, and Apparition is not going to be making that easy for him. There's the jump, there's the grab. Apparition gets red armor for free, but look at this float from LG. Apparition taking a lot of damage between the legs there, but he can move fairly quickly through the map, making sure he's up on ammo before Ray goes down for LG.
Yeah, sorry, Jehar, I was a little silent there. I'm a little frustrated with myself because for some stupid reason I had a password in my config and got kicked out of the server right at the beginning there. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, we've all been there. I didn't even notice you deconned there. Yeah. Oh, Quake Live, you so... you're my mistress. But
Yeah.
Ray being knocked down to 50 and 50 as he looks over red armor another 10 seconds before it shows up. In fact, we have very close timing on both of these items, so if Ray can't make an entry on either one of these, Apparition is going to have full map control. With the score currently being 2 on -1, it's not looking all that hot for him. But again, here comes Apparition down the pipe looking for that Mega and getting the Mega and the frag, making it so dangerous for Ray to try to stick around and try to get something out of that instead of fading into the back of the map and collecting 50s and whatever else he can get his hands on before he can start to do some damage. Apparition finds him easily baited out on the Mega. So Ray going down again. We're looking at 5 on -1, just about 3 minutes into the match.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising here seeing that Apparition is doing so well against Ray here. Ray was playing him earlier on in the week on Blood Run and was just absolutely owning Apparition. So this is quite surprising seeing that Apparition is pulling out the frags that he is here and Ray's having so much trouble maintaining some sort of comeback here.
Yeah, Ray's really focused on the items right now, which is, again, making it too easy for Apparition to get in these freebie shots. But Ray pulling away the Mega once again. And one thing to say about this is that Apparition isn't sitting comfortably with the 200-200 stack at any point here. Yes, he's getting armor. Yes, he's getting health. But Ray is stealing enough away to keep things fairly even. As long as Ray doesn't walk into any traps like that, Ray getting a little bit of response damage on the rocket launcher out of the teleporter there. Taking control of the red armor room, but taking one more shot before that comes up is going to make getting the grab a little bit dicey. There's one more rail, but he can survive getting the red armor at the tail end of it, so he could stack back up to 100-100 here and be useful on this Mega grab. Apparition still up top. Should be seeing a drop down on the YA. Not going to happen, and Ray actually gets away with it for free. So this is the first time we've seen Ray actually pull together an item without eating so many rockets and grenades like Apparition's been dishing out.
Yeah, he was pretty lucky there, and it's good to see that he's been able to get some sort of control over some of the items here and maintain his health and armor. I mean, he's looks a little off on his rails there, but he seems to be doing all right when it comes to his rockets and his LG. When he gets in close to Apparition there, he's able to get quite a bit of damage on him.
And right now the train that is Apparition is having to slow down a little bit as the stack has shifted in Ray's favor. But now that Ray has a stack, can he do any real damage with it? Apparition has fairly easily faded into the background and has made it difficult for Ray to make any real damage happen. And this is useful time for Apparition. For one thing, he's in the lead by 6 frags. Very handy to have. And for another thing, he can look for Ray not to show up at a crucial item like that red armor there, getting that grab. Ray not really making any solid rails there is going to make it easy work for Apparition to come back up top and look for control of the map. It's still 5 seconds before Mega, but Apparition can show up. Not a whole lot of damage traded either way here. But again, all of this time is in Apparition's favor.
Yeah, and Ray lucky he gets to grab that Mega health. Apparition able to grab that red armor, but he does get a little bit of damage from Ray here. 3 rails in a row, so nice. That knocks Apparition down, and now he's on the tail end here, and he's gonna have to start doing some sneaking around the map to get that health and armor shards that he needs to stack himself back up.
fairly close timing for Red Armor and Mega coming up. So Apparition looking for the one shot, not going to get it, saying, all right, fine, gonna look for Mega Health instead. Ray's on top of that as well. Apparition, again, wisely, not committing to the fight, backing out of this, staying fairly clean, getting a little bit of token damage off before looking to get back up to 100, which isn't all that easy right now, especially if he's willing to rock himself in the face. Ray coming around the corner, gets himself back up on 0, and Ray now looking to open the floodgates on this, 100 and 125, with Red Armor up on the spot. Well, going for this Red Armor right now is going to cost him some initiative on attacking Apparition, but right now, this is the role that he needs.
Yeah, and now he has a beat on Apparition, so now it's just being able to move in and get that damage that he needs to get on Apparition. But unfortunately, he did run into a grenade there, and that knocked him back a bit. But he's able to get that Mega stolen away from Apparition, so good moves there. Yellow Armor is up, Red Armor is up as well, so if Ray's able to hold Apparition off here, he'll be able to get a pretty good solid stack again and maintain that pressure on him.
And at the same time, we're seeing a lot of really good reads out of Apparition. Ray is being given a whole lot of items, but in the meantime, Apparition is making it very difficult to be caught. Ray has a beat on him with rails at the moment, but back through the teleporter, Apparition's in a good spot to play defensively here. Very nice ballsy rocket jump to get back up to the platform, forcing the fight against Apparition. Apparition dropping down. Ray not wanting to let it go, looking for the LG, but here comes the rail out of Apparition, but take him down, and for what it's worth, Mega Health was up. It would have been nice for Ray to get that grab, but no such luck there. Apparition still maintaining a solid lead here, 6-0.
Yeah, it was pretty clutch rail there by Apparition, getting that frag on Ray. And now Apparition is looking pretty good. I mean, he still needs a little bit of armor here, but that yellow armor is coming up pretty quick, so that'll help him out quite a bit, as well as the red armor too. So he'll be able to spawn through this portal.
The biggest issue there is that Ray put so much together for that attack. He made sure he was stacked to the teeth before, putting the W on Apparition, but, to no avail, absolutely trashed at that point. Again, the clutch rails, like you said, really keeping Apparition on top here, and with Red Armor up right now, it's going to be a nasty fight over it. I think Ray is out of patience at this point, especially with only 2 minutes left on the clock here on the Blood Run.
Yeah,
again, Apparition's rails making it happen.
Yeah, he's kind of forcing it now, trying to hope that he can get a frag here, because he doesn't want to end this map at 0, that's for sure.
And it is worth noting that Ray is currently looking at, what, 12% rail? And he's got a good solid 25-26 shots on the board, so, it really hasn't been helping him all that much. But Apparition low on health, 87 health, not quite railable. But, Ray, what? Oh, did he try RJing up for a Red Armor?
Yeah, I think so. And it didn't work out too nicely for him.
Some players can play quite well without giving any regard to how much health they have. Like Walker. But this isn't that good.
Warning.
But yeah, 1 minute 8 on -1. It looks like Blood Run is going to be going very handily over to Apparition. But again, this is going to be a full 5 maps, not best of 5, but a full 5 maps from both of these guys. So Ray has got plenty of blood in his teeth to dish back out against Apparition in the next match.
Yeah, it's all about bragging rights here tonight in the IGL show match.
Impressive.
Wow. Apparition's rails are just so on tonight, it's pretty good, and I've got to feel sorry for Ray, because normally his rail is pretty good too, and he just doesn't seem to be able to line it up just quite yet, it seems.
Yeah, and this is a multi-tiered issue from Ray tonight so far. I mean, we're seeing some early, really hyper-aggressiveness on the items, which, is useful if you can manage to get the steals and get the grabs and follow up with the shots, but the shots haven't quite been there for Ray, at least here on Blood Run. In the next map, which will be Ray's pick, I believe, we could see things turn around. GG's called their 10 on -1 final score.
Yeah, not too bad. So while these guys decide, or while they move to a next map here, we're going to just give you guys a quick shot about a couple of IGL commercials here that they used at PAX and was developed in-house here.
5 health versus 3 health duel. so we're gonna have to see who's gonna play smart. He goes for a double fake here, trying to bait on him.
Got him.
Gets the kill. Well played. Good clutch back.
Wow.
And that's gonna not us up here at 11.
Okay, we are back here, and we can get this second match underway here on Furious Heights. I'm just going to get into a main screen here so that everyone can see the show clearly. But we will let the players know that we're ready to go here.
Yeah, and like you said, we're sitting here in Furious Heights, which is a new map made for Quake Live, but by now, these guys are old hats at it. Haven't seen it in a pool in North America for some time, so this will be a treat as we get kicked off here. Ray versus Apparition, map 2, following Ray out of the gate, spawning in the middle atrium with rocket launcher. Mega health is available, but can't quite get the jump to it. Apparition is going to be backing out of the room, looking for armor. Oh no, look at this, he's coming back around, seeing that Ray's going down below, coming back around, looking for a little bit of extra shards, a little bit of extra mega, and going to be getting all of that. So he's denying Ray a fight right now in favor of having that stack. Now on the other hand, Ray will have railgun and red armor, and so far he's making good on at least one of those hits. And that can make all the difference coming in on this 50 fight. 4 seconds to the next red armor, and Apparition's on it. Ray needs to get the drop down in order to cap that off. There's the grab, but look at this damage coming out of Apparition. Really shutting down Ray, and Ray isn't really getting all that much in return. Apparition still looking at 100 health. Ray not so much, as he's down below in the mega room. It's going to be up, but he's going to be looking for a rail if nothing else. But look at this, Apparition actually taking the fight to Ray in order to cap off that first frag.
Yeah, that was a really good move by Apparition, dropping down, knowing that he'd done so much damage on Ray earlier in the red armor room there, and knowing that he could probably get a frag before going for that mega, which would help him maintain his stack there if he did run into any sort of lucky rocket shots there. And there you go, Apparition with 2 quick frags, and he's up 3-0 already against Ray here. So Ray's feeling the frustration still, and I think he just needs to get that monkey off his back and getting a couple of frags in a row here and having that control of the map.
Absolutely, and a little bit of shaky frustration out of Ray at the moment as he goes in for rail. Down 3 frags in a minute and a half. Ray has plenty to climb back up to at this point. Still plenty of time before Mega comes up. He can hear Apparition going for YA, looks for the fadeaway rail, doesn't quite get it, but now he's in a better position on this red. Though perhaps a little bit early on the drop down. Now look at this shaft. LG is going to be completely nailing Ray against the wall. We have another frag and another red armor pickup out of Apparition. Ray looking for some semblance of control out of the spawn, but with that yellow armor not quite there, it's going to be sort of treading water right here. It's going to be a losing fight for Ray, but he's been able to do some decent damage in the meantime.
Yeah, Apparition looking really good. He's got great control over the weapons he's using, and oh, unfortunate for Ray there, and he does the lulls there when he goes down to -1 again here on Furious Heights too. So right off the bat here, 2.5 minutes in, he's down by 6 frags right away, and that's pretty frustrating for him, I'm sure, after 2 maps in a row.
Yeah, but here comes Apparition up top. Oh, and again, coming in a little bit early on this red because Ray was there early, but that's going to invite a lot more damage. Now, that was, again, a frag in Apparition's favor, but one that might end up costing him in the long run. Apparition is going to be able to take this one away, but that aggression coming out of Ray, he's got Apparition down to 7 health. This is his time, this is his open window to make it happen, and he makes it happen with Rail. Maybe a little bit of overkill, but that gets him on the board with a little bit of control. Only problem is, Mega and Red are going to be coming up very well at pretty much exactly the same time, so it's going to be a trade-off here. But he's going to have plenty of armor, the most that he's had in quite some time here on Furious Heights. So now, the ball's back in his court to make something happen.
Yeah, he looks pretty good here with 100, well, was 140 stack here, but Apparition's LG shaft, holy cow, is just unreal. Just barely missing with the rocket shot there, and Ray's down to only 30 health, but he's still sticking around like a troop here, and now he's gonna fade back into the Mega Room and try and get some more health and armor. And that's probably a pretty good move, knowing that knowing that Apparition has moved into the yellow armor room with the rail there.
And there's a clean Mega grab for Ray. You know, things are starting to look fairly doable for him. Rails like that from Apparition are going to be making it harder for him to climb that wall,
nice.
however. Really, excellent LG, floating up Apparition just high enough to trigger the crater as he comes down. So Gravity wins that one, but right now Gravity is Ray's friend, knocking Apparition down to 7 frag.
Yeah, and mentally that's got to feel pretty good for Ray. I mean, like, getting that solid shafting in on Apparition and then him cratering as he lands is always a good feeling as a player, knowing that you got the kill, but you didn't kind of get the kill at the same time, and it does help, like, for just knowing that you're going to be able to turn something around here possibly. And Ray's got really good control over Mega and Red armor now. He's grabbed the last 2 spawns in a row, so Apparition's the one doing the sneaking around on the map, trying to restock his health and armor.
And this time around, Ray can actually catch Apparition a little bit with a little bit of face rocket action. It's going to be a close range fight here. This should be a fatality for Ray. There we go. That'll get him properly on the board. Didn't end up burning all that much either. So now, actually, that frag happened at the perfect time for Ray. He had plenty of time to grab Red armor, and because Apparition was a fresh spawn, he wasn't immediately going to be camping on the Mega Health. So Ray was able to get a double grab there, taking very little damage in the meantime, and now he could shut off yellow armor as well. So now he's got full map grip. But again, like in Blood Run, he can have all the items in the world, but he needs to be able to find Apparition and force him to a fight. We saw that once with that last frag. Now he needs to repeat that process a few more times.
Yeah, he just needs to be able to catch Apparition at the right time there. And Apparition's getting a little bit of the handle on him there, and he's able to get some pretty good LG shafting. But nice rocket by Ray there just before the Mega comes up, and that's going to get him a little bit closer to Apparition here. Red armor up in a second. Will he be able to hold Apparition off? No, Apparition was able to grab that, so he's going to have to retreat out and try and get some more health and armor as well.
Which starts to turn the table back in Apparition's favor. Now Ray needs to meet him shot for shot. Coming back over the top of the map, he's got a good chance of that going silent coming over the 50. He can at least listen for where Apparition is. You know, this map has a ton of water in it, so it's fairly difficult to move through the map without making too much noise. Nice rail rather, as Apparition fades back up the jump pad. Little shots like that will go a long way when it comes down to the red armor fight. Ray taking away yellow armor here. Nothing is up at the moment. Oh, he heard Apparition just a little bit too late coming into the hallway. Down to 88 health. Not quite railable, but he's definitely in the danger zone.
Yeah, and that's going to be tough for him again here, trying to hold Apparition off from this red armor, because I'm pretty sure Apparition knows that he's a little low, but he does get away with it cleanly, and he's getting a little ballsy and moving in, but this leaves Mega wide open here.
We're going to have to see if Apparition can make any punishment happen. Great suppression rockets from Ray there, keeping Apparition's head down as he makes his move in for the Mega. And again, that creates some proper distancing of timing between Mega and Red. He's not quite on the money, but he's on top of Apparition, at least. Apparition going close range with rockets. It's going to be a messy fight. Ray down to 1, count 1 health. Getting the rail, making it a clutch. There we have it. 4 frags between them. Time is tight to make it happen, but with a rail like that, Ray might just be able to go the distance. So now Ray again having to lick his wounds a little bit, but he's been able to stack up fairly nicely, coming back from, what, 1 health. Apparition taking a rail as he comes back through the teleporter, trying to catch Ray with his pants down in the railgun room, coming back to the teleporter again. Ray going in for the bait. It's a finely laid trap for Apparition, but Ray has just enough stack to pull on through there. Question is, if every frag from here on forward is going to be a really tightly wound one, like Ray's got a lot of dice rolling to do for the past couple minutes. For the next couple minutes, rather.
Oh.
A little bit of a joink with the grenade.
Yeah, that's always nice.
That's very welcome at this. But I think at this point, Apparition's lost some sense of timing on either of the items, so that is very much in Ray's favor, as Apparition is just looking to tread water and waste time.
Yeah, it's working out to his favor with only less than a minute and a half to go here. Apparition is able to sneak around the map quite a bit here, and that's the great thing about Furious Heights. There's so many little spots that you can hide out in and not be found. I mean, both players know exactly where they are, but it's all about just sneaking around the map and knowing, oh, clutch rail by Ray there. Pulling within 2 with only 1 minute to go. He needs to find Apparition here. This is his main goal.
Oh, there we go. Perfect drop. Now he just needs to be able to cap it off. Apparition's looking for some grenades to be his friends. Not one frag between them, and Ray can make this happen. In the last map, the rail wasn't exactly his friend, but that certainly turned back around. He catches Apparition at the jump head once again. He's got more than enough LG to make it happen. If he doesn't waste it all, Apparition popping and rocking him. Growing this to a 2 frag difference, and at this point of the map, that is extremely dangerous for Ray.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I mean, that Mega is up, and Apparition knows it is there. But Ray getting some pretty good shafting in, but oh, nice rocket by Apparition, getting the frag on Ray and pulling 3 ahead here with only 15 seconds left in the match. This is pretty much a GG now here for Apparition. So Apparition's going to win the first 2 matches, and there it is.
Alright, that'll be match number 2, 10-on-6. Almost brought it to a tie game in the final minute there, but Apparition was able to turn that back around and clamp that down. Map 3 will be coming up here very shortly, guys, so stay tuned. And I've just gotten word that after the matches tonight, the IGO website will be accommodating a new feature. Don't know what it is, so I guess we'll just all have to find out.
Oh, it's one of those. The surprise, surprise, surprise!
Vote now.
Hope to God it's not one of those surprises. But here we go into good old DM6, the campground. As classic a map as it gets. Oh, Ray waiting himself a little bit.
I'm just gonna do a few little quick things here while the everyone's on stream, taking a look at a few of our splash screens that we got up. A little information on Ray and Apparition, just some Quake Live ranks information. And anybody who's never played Quake Live, there is an emo system. It's actually produced, and the website for it is www.quakeliveranks.com, and it's a pretty good system, eh, Jehar? I mean, like, it's got a lot of information about the players, and it tracks all of their duel matches and stuff, so.
Something so simple that we've wanted for so many years. Turns out it isn't that simple, so kudos to the guys for making it happen. Alright, so it looks like Apparition and Ray are getting all set up here for map 3.
Prepare to fight.
And there we have F3's, GLs, and HF.
3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, here we go, following Apparition out of the gate, getting a very clean LG spawn over to Mega Health, looking for red armor. Ray is already there and gone. You know, it's one of those things where most of the time, yeah, you kind of have to check. If you don't, it can really end up biting you in the ass later. But Ray right now, making a very early move for Railgun, is positioning himself very well to hold down this side of the map. He's got Apparition stuck in yellow armor. But Apparition, not wanting to be stuck, is just coming out full force with Shaft, taking away red armor. That was just a head-on-head fight there. Ray was looking to be very set up on top of Rocket Launcher, but Apparition was going to have none of it. Now Apparition is looking to own everything in the map, including Mega, including Ray. And so far, so good for him.
Yeah, that's some pretty solid LG shafting there by Apparition, taking a second frag here in the match. And Ray, he's sneaking around somewhere. We're not sure where he is. Probably looks like he just grabbed that yellow armor, so he's there and long gone already. Apparition just on the hunt here for him, but Apparition not the strongest for health and armor at the moment either, and now he's got a pretty good beat on where Ray is. Ray's heading straight over to that red armor, which is spawning now, and Ray's able to grab that from Apparition, but he's not able to make any good rocket contact there on Apparition, and Apparition just pulls out some pretty solid LG shafting there and takes his third frag of the match. And this is going to be an easy frag for Ray there because he's got LG, and Apparition had Rail out, which was kind of weird considering he was so close up to him there.
Yeah, trying to nail those rockets on the stairs like that, it's not going to be so easy for Ray, but he's coming back around with a very early railgun grab. Trying to cut off Apparition from Mega. It's going to be a shaft-on-shaft fight there. Ray, again, making the rails hit when they need to. Wow. Bringing back in towards one frag of the difference. And Ray looking, again, at very, very low health. But with a little bit of time before red armor comes up, this is going to be a difficult fight for him if he wants to drop down on this. Apparition knows it, is fairly ballsy moving in, looking for the shot.
Yeah, and that was a smart move by Ray to back off there, just grabbing these 25 bubbles. I mean, that's the move to do. You try and get some damage in. If you can't, you can't. But, oh, nice move by Apparition getting up there. Ray dropping down. He's lucky he didn't take too much damage from that plasma.
Yeah, but now Ray, you can see that he's wanting to pause for thought a little bit here. Yeah, not dropping down for that red armor. Again, it was a smart thing to do, but it cost him so much opportunity to maintain any sort of momentum on the map. And being this close, doesn't want to give anything up, but instead gives it up on the yellow armor. But his opponent aggressing on the yellow armor like that potentially gives up his position on the red side of the map. So now with both items coming up very soon, Ray has an opportunity to make a blitzkrieg grab. Not going to happen. Apparition LGing him down as he makes the drop. Red armor is going to be up and grabbed by Apparition here pretty soon. Ray should have made the audio cue there, looking for a little bit of defense with the rockets. It's going to happen. Apparition getting a lot of that stack burned off, but plenty of time to go back and recover.
Yeah, and he's sitting pretty good here. He's only up by 4 frags, and Ray, he knows when all those items are coming up though, and he just needs to get that lucky frag, and there it is. He gets that frag, and he's down to only 50 health, but he does know that there's a few 25 bubbles floating around here. They've all respawned again, so this gives him the opportunity to just get that much closer to Apparition here, and that LG shaft and pushing him into the corner there gives him that easy frag, which pulls him within 2 now. So Ray just waiting around here for Apparition to show up, and he now knows where he is. He does have rail, so Ray's going to play it safe, and nice little fake out and in there, grabbing that red armor from Apparition's rail shots.
Yeah, but Ray's got LG and Plasma right now, which makes converting that red armor grab into anything really useful rather difficult. And sitting on the Mega like this, opening himself up for rails like that is not going to make Ray's job any easier. But the timing is on his side here. Red armor's coming up right now, and oh, Ray needs to be careful. Oh, Ray, don't shoot yourself. Life is worth living. You have so much to live for.
Yeah.
So much to frag for. 6 on 4 though, 2 frags between them. As we're getting close to the halfway mark, Ray doing a quick RJ, not wasting any time grabbing that railgun and looking for his opponent over towards the pillar.
Yeah, it's always a little nerve-wracking trying to do the strafe across there to the rail, especially when you're in a live show match. I'd always rocket jump across too. Mega is up, red armor is up, and Ray's able to grab the red armor. He's going to head straight for the Mega here. He's going to be able to grab both of them. Nice moves by Ray there. So Apparition just trying to play it safe here with that 2 frag lead, but giving up some opportunity for Ray here. Nice rockets by
I
Ray.
can't believe Ray actually boinked with both of those rockets. That was well played. Those are difficult angles to hit, and Ray actually chewed off quite a bit of Apparition with those. Apparition now looking at 95 health when he was probably expecting to have quite a bit more in the armor department. Ray can now just run him down, and he's looking for the frag on the spawn. Not going to get it, but he's looking very good at this point. He's got plenty of health, plenty of armor, plenty of opportunity to burn it off and look for his opponent at railgun. He's got him trapped up there, but he's very low on the rockets. That was his last one, but he made it count, tying it back up 6 on 6. First
nice.
2 maps going very handily over to Apparition. Ray might just be able to make something happen here on the campground.
Yeah, he's got really great control now. The only thing he hasn't been able to grab on a consistent basis here in the last like 3 minutes has been the yellow armor, which Apparition has been able to grab. But Ray being able to grab the mega and red armor consistently here has given him the definite upper hand and been able to get those frags that he needs to get when he needed to get them. So it's perfect for him.
And one of the things I love about Quake is how, between the titles, the relative importance of the items will change according to the map. And here on DM6, having red and mega is great. Extending that into yellow armor control as well. If you frag your opponent at pillars, they're probably going to spawn over towards the red armor at the complete opposite end of the map, or which is where you don't want them. If you can keep them on the pillar side, great. If that means giving up a yellow armor from time to time, even better. You know, it's a worthy sacrifice, one that Ray has been doing very well here, and now that he's got a 3 frag lead, he absolutely doesn't want to see it given up towards Apparition. It's going to be a fight for the mega though, and Apparition's lightning gun is going to be just enough to tide that battle over for him. So now Ray's going to have to subside on YA here a little bit. Hopefully for him, rocket launcher will be available at the top of the map. There it is, 3 seconds to red armor, and the timing is good for him here.
Yeah, Apparition came up with that red armor from down below. So it gave Ray the opportunity to get that rocket launcher so he could do that spam, and there you go, he gets his 11th frag of the match here now. So Apparition kind of hanging out, waiting for that red armor was not the best choice for him there. He needed to get into a better position by maybe going up top there, and it didn't work out so well for him, and now Ray has a 3 frag lead.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for Apparition to make something happen on the red armor, but he's a little bit late. He comes in on it expecting a fight, and actually gets one. Ray sticks around for it. He could hear Apparition applaud his spine. If you want to make something happen, I'm more than willing to allow that. Now, that does mean that the timing for red armor and mega health is going to be a little bit more dicey the next time they come up for him. Ray's fairly low on health. He wants to catch Apparition here, but he's burning so much of his stack in order to make these frags happen. He's getting a significant lead here, but on this red armor, Apparition might be able to make something happen. Here come the rockets. Ray trying to shut him down here, using the map to his advantage, using the geometry to his advantage, and completely denying any sort of opportunity from damage from Apparition.
Yeah, that's some good choices by Ray, making sure that he tried to get as much damage on Apparition as possible just before those items came up, knowing that he could possibly die, but if he didn't die, it was definitely something that he could grab really quickly and probably survive the onslaught if Apparition moved in on him again. And it's worked out nicely for him. He's up 14-9 now. Apparition with a quick frag there now.
Yeah, he's got the score, but now he needs to hold on to it for another minute or so. It's 5 frags the difference. Nice. This is going to be good damage. Even if Ray goes down here, it's going to be, you know, painful for Apparition. And that's exactly the back foot that Ray needs to keep Apparition on for this last minute. Yeah, Apparition is definitely the guy to watch right now, as he's the guy in the hot seat to make something happen in these last 60 seconds, but not making the jump over for Railgun. That's going to make things a little bit more dicey. Apparition doesn't have too much to aggress with right now. He's got a decent stack, but the weapons aren't exactly in his favor. He has to close the distance to make either that plasma or that LG work for him. And by this time, Ray's already back up top of the map. We expect a drop down for red armor. Here it comes. Ray is not trying to be sneaky here at all. Well, thank you very much. Apparition helping him out with that lightning gun like a friendly neighbor. Oh, you wanted back up on bridge where it's safe? Here you go.
Yeah, that's got to be a little frustrating for Apparition.
Ironically enough, Apparition's LG accuracy might have cost him this one. He can pull together. Gonna see this map go to Ray. So this will mean 2 maps for Apparition, 1 for Ray so far, with 2 to play.
We're gonna do another quick couple of commercials here.
groovy.
Ой! Хорош! Давай, 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 давай! Ай-яй-яй-яй. Что это за бред, блядь?
Waiting in the wing, Navi's about to be caught. Full of denial and looking to go on this.
So yeah, those two commercials were done by a couple of guys that entered into the PAX East video contest for IGL. The opportunity was to win a GTX 660. Sorry, what are you laughing about, Jehar?
Oh, that video makes me happy.
Oh yes, it's such a good one. It had a lot of hits, that's for sure, on the ES Reality website when he posted it there. And a lot of the Quake players in the Quake community really enjoyed watching it. I'm sure they probably watched it 3 or 4 times like I did myself, because I get a laugh every time I watch it. That was done by the gentleman that was posted there in the stream chat, the KIKULUL, and he has actually a couple of other pretty funny videos if you want to follow him on YouTube. And
Awesome.
the other gentleman was Inuki TV. That was the second commercial that we saw there after the IGL promo in between. And it was close, but we ended up going with a different one for the event, and you saw that earlier. And it was pretty good.
Indeed, indeed. Well, guys, as you catch us on the flip side here, we are sitting in Toxicity for match 4 of our 5-map series show match between Apparition and Ray, longtime buddies slash rivals slash awesome bros. But we have 2 maps in Apparition's favor, with DM6 going over to Ray, and I think we're just about set to get ready. Here we go. Ah, love the timing here. So sexy. Well, you know, whenever.
Yeah,
Whenever they want.
My
It's all-
sound bind isn't working here, so I just got to re-execute my config.
Oh,
I've got it muted right now, and it's not working, which is not good.
of course it isn't.
I don't know why it's not
Things
working.
always have to break.
There we go. Now it decided to
Universal law.
work. So we're ready to go now. Always technical difficulties.
Of course. Surprised I have any hair left. But here we go, guys. Apparition and Ray right here on Toxicity, following Apparition out of the gate as he spawns right on red armor. Ray looking for a little bit of easy damage before going in for mega health. It's going to be a fairly cut and dry start for these guys, though, as Ray gets some initial damage as Apparition looks for that other yellow armor. Apparition now bottom of the map, looking for Ray to come around that corner and fill his face with lightning shaft. It's going to be some decent damage there, knocking Ray down to 30 health, but fortunately he can recover with the 225s on the crates there. He's looking for rockets to be his friend right now, but Apparition can Goomba him no problem for a first frag.
Yeah, wow, that was pretty good rockets by Apparition there, knowing that Ray was heading over that way towards the red armor. He had the upper advantage, and he's able to get the second frag there now against Ray. Ray a little bit too early for that mega, and Apparition made him pay for it, because there is nowhere to go when you're just standing there waiting for that mega to come up.
Which is why, you know, some of the more seasoned players might say, don't stand there, but, you know, they'll call you idiot no matter what you do. There's just no avoiding that. But 2 up on nil, Apparition's favor here right now. Ray in the hot seat to make something happen as he's looking for YA by the lightning gun, and he's finally going to get it, taking no rails from Apparition, fortunately. Apparition coming back over the top of the map, looking for this red armor. It's going to be available pretty soon. Looking for Ray to show his head, though, and try to deal out some retaliatory damage. Again, not a whole lot being traded on these items so far, but Apparition should be able to catch him here. Down in the bottom of the map, coming around this corner is going to be fairly dangerous for him with the rockets filling the hallway like that. You can see that Apparition just really wants to make some damage happen here, but it just isn't in the cards. Fortunately for him, he's got his back to red armor and can move to that at will.
Apparition able to grab that red armor. Mega is up, and the question is whether Ray's going to be able to it, and he is. So Apparition with only a 175 stack here. Ray looking pretty good with his mega health grab there, and laying down some pretty good suppressing rockets, and he does get the frag against Apparition. So his first frag 2 minutes into the match here, and pulling within 1. Ray is able to drop down, get to this red armor. He is a little bit early, but he gets some nice lucky shafting in on Apparition there, and is able to tie this up nicely.
Apparition might be barking up the wrong tree with these grenades, but hey, might well. Apparition's going to get a clean spawn, though, on red armor. Unfortunately for him, it's not going to be anywhere near available, and those crates are just not giving him a good time at all. Those capricious crates. Oh, they're so fickle. Why you betray me, crates? Oh, so crates. Apparition finally able to get a hold of that red armor, but he is immediately going to burned off.
Oh, sorry.
And he's got nothing to play with here. Might as well just plasma himself. Yeah, there we go. Better spawn this time. Well, yeah, technically he's got a yellow armor, but Ray is coming right up the stairs looking for him. Apparition is just going to try to hold down with MG and take a breath before he decides to respawn again. There we go. There's the crate jump. But by this time, Ray is very handily 3 frags in the pole here. Apparition taking a little bit of glance damage around the corner. Ray's not looking all that bothered. Still plenty of time before Mega comes up, so Ray's is going to be looking for yellow armor here a little bit early on that, but coming back through the teleporter affords him the opportunity for a little bit more rail damage. There's the grab, and he knows that Apparition's waiting for him on the other side of that teleporter. Apparition not making the hits, though. Not quite seeing the same amount of accuracy we've seen in earlier maps out of Apparition.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see Ray not stick around for that. He had a pretty good stack there, and he was thinking about it, maybe possibly getting a little more damage on Apparition and maybe forcing him off of that mega that was coming up, but instead he went for the red armor instead, and I think it's going to hurt him here now, and yeah, Apparition's able to move in with some LG shaft in there and take him down. So Apparition pulling within 2 frags here. Nice rocket by Apparition, but Ray with some even better plasma, which is usually pretty rare to see, gets the frag, and wow, another great rockets by Ray. Pulling 4 ahead now.
That'll keep things kind of close, but in the meantime, Ray doesn't have a huge stack to work with. He's 100 and 150 though. That's decent. That's nothing to laugh about, especially in Apparition's shoes here as he's moving down to the bottom of the map, looking for any sort of yellow armor right now, but nothing's going to be available for quite some time. Apparition just cleaning house as far as map control goes, but hey, he's got a railgun off that spawn, and he's making good on the damage so far. Really relying on that rail to make anything happen here. Ray very nicely moving back around the side of that pillar in order to shut him down with LG, and the nice bit about that is that it's very difficult to see your opponent coming through that way before it's too late. And with the reload time on that railgun, it's way too late by the time you can do anything about it. So very nicely done out of Raid. That'll be another frag in his favor with red armor on the tail end of that. And his opponent being a first spawn is going to be a clean grab. That was a decent rocket coming out of Apparition, though. A couple more like that will really jeopardize Ray's chances of holding on to this control.
Yeah, but somebody's starting to get warmed up here after losing the first 2 maps. He's starting to move through the map a lot better, and he's not just concentrating on getting the items all the time and actually going for some frags here and using that to his advantage as well, and being able to pick up items when he needs to pick them up just because he has Apparition at the other side of the map kind of thing. I mean, it's not a very big map here on Toxicity, but he still gives him the opportunity to grab Mega or Red Armor just due to getting the frag and having Apparition spawn somewhere else on the map.
Fantastic rockets out of Apparition on the tail end of that teleporter, though, and Ray absolutely demolished as he dives down for Red Armor. So that'll keep things close here. But yeah, I totally agree. Ray was having some problems forcing a fight on Blood Run, but of course this is Toxicity, which you know, it's difficult not to find a fight even if neither player is looking for.
Yeah, it's not an easy place to hide, this map. We don't like those crates, but we try and use those crates for hiding points, and it just doesn't work to your advantage at all either sometimes. Unless you're Chance, he seems to be able to just use those crates and never get hit behind them. I don't know how.
Yeah, I grew up with Quake too, so crates are my best friend. I was bred with crates, but 9 on 5 here. Final 3 minutes coming up. Apparition bottom of the map, looking for something to happen as he moves up towards LG platform, but oh, I like this. This is a potential trap coming out of here. Not quite the rocket damage he wanted, I'm sure, but Apparition, after taking a quick bath to ease away the day's work,
he was cold,
coming
he
back
needed to
with
warm up.
more damage. And here's Ray on the yellow armor. Ray completely shutting him down with this LG. Can't even escape through the teleporter before we see a 10-5 split here.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes to go here now, and Ray has really good control now over Apparition, getting that 11th frag of the match here. And Ray, again, getting that frag and then moving over to Mega and being able to grab it completely uncontested works out nicely for him. So a 280 stack, and he's not too worried about being low on armor either. And there you go, he's able to grab that yellow armor and take a bit of that plasma spam. But he's still feeling confident enough to be able to move in and try and get that frag with the rail.
That's a nice conservative choice to stick with the plasma there instead of relying on the rail. That would have stuck his foot in the hole a little bit too early, but now Apparition can pick this frag up, move back up towards the top of the map, and take away Mega Health. So now Apparition is looking fairly well to take some form of control away. Just needs to be able to catch Ray coming through the teleport. It's going to be a good start to that. Ray laying down some defensive rockets. It's going to be burning off Apparition's stack, but not before Apparition makes the frag good. And when the item's waiting for you on the other end of the frag, that's always nice.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of boost of confidence knowing that you're able to grab a red armor or a yellow armor and a 50 bubble of health and move in for a possible another frag against your opponent there. Apparition pretty lucky that that 24 bubble was up.
Yeah. Not too much available for Apparition there, but I can appreciate him looking for some injury damage before anything does. But with 1 minute left and 5 frags between, Ray might be in a good position here to take a second map, tying up, well, essentially the map score. It might end up being a best of 5 by effect, you know, no matter what the rules are.
Yeah, I think it might end up being that after all here, so always good to see. I think that's the main reason why we chose Apparition versus Ray. They're both players are so evenly matched elo-wise, and if you look at their weapon percentages, they're very close too. So we figured this probably would be a really good and entertaining match that would go to actually 5 maps if we did leave it as a best of 5, but we wanted to make sure that all the maps were shown.
we're going to be milking the Quake live tit for all it's worth tonight. So we're going to be seeing all 5 out of Ray and Apparition, and later on tonight, Cypher and Hang, some of the best players in the world, will be here tonight on IGL. And right now we're looking at 14 on 8 for Toxicity, going into the next map very shortly, guys.
So while we're scrolling through a few of these splash screens for you guys to take a look at for upcoming match and a little bit of information about myself and Jehar, also just wanted to mention and give thanks to the rest of the people behind the scenes. Steve, aka Xterm, is one of our IGL admins, as well as we get a lot of help from actually Jehar's wife, Rotten Rose. She helps out with a lot of the social media stuff. She does a lot of that stuff and promoting that sort of thing too, and just general overall good positive attitude within our channels and keeping us all upbeat when things don't look the best. It's a pretty hectic last couple of days trying to get everything organized for this event here.
Yep, I'm just glad I'm not. Don't be. All is well. Well, all is well, at least here on Arrowwalk. Oh man, for those of you who don't know, Arrowwalk is the ultimate Quake map, in my opinion, but I have some facts to back that up. For one thing, it is a map that has been active in every single Quake game, from Quake World all the way up to, well, Quake Live, but Quake 4 had a bit of it as well. But this map has been popular not only in every game, but in just about every competitive mod. So whatever permutation of Arrowwalk you're playing, it's going to be some good stuff.
Prepare to fight.
But here we go, guys. Apparition and Ray, map 4, and these guys right now are tied up map-wise.
3, 2.
So this will be a good decider, but we've got one more on this as well. Oh wait, no, this is gonna be the last one. I'm sorry. I can't math right now. Apparition dropping down very quickly for a little bit of rockety spam on Mega Health. He's gonna be burning off everybody's health on account of that. But Ray looking to back off, grab away a little bit of health, a little bit of armor, can get back up to 75, no problem. Apparition looking for that early rail. Ray has one as well coming out of the teleporter, looking for a little bit of damage. Not quite gonna get the shot. Yeah, Ray's railgun has been a little bit of a fair weather friend so far during these matches, but fading away with rockets, it's going to be giving away that red armor to Apparition, especially with the frag like that. Ray has a tempting railgun in front of him here. Maybe he can make some damage happen with it. Nope, not going to happen. So now Mega Health and red armor, due to Ray's positioning, are going to go over to Apparition. Now Ray pausing for a little bit of thought, trying to lay down some defensive rockets across from teleporter. Apparition double, triple tapping through it, trying to get some damage out of it, and he's gonna get it with that LG coming back in for that last rail, and there it is. A bit of a silly play from both of these guys, but that'll put Apparition up 2-0. Oh, and Ray, again, the Rockets is not quite going his way as he's looking to defend against Apparition, trying to move in on his face. Fortunately for Ray, he can move in on the red armor room, which is usually something you can defend fairly well, but if your Rockets aren't going that way, I guess it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I think Ray's forgotten to use his lightning gun. He was using it so well in Furious Heights there, and Toxicity, and now it just doesn't seem to be working out for him here. He's not using it. That's definitely usually when it doesn't work out.
You hit 100% of the shots you don't fire. You don't hit. Yeah. Way to screw that at me.
Like that.
But Ray coming back around the corner here, looking for and finally getting a little bit of rocket spam. But again, he's not really putting together all that much in terms of map control here. He's holding on to 100 health okay with the 25s up top, but he needs to have this room for more than just the few seconds that Apparition is allowing here. So 4 up on nil. Ray again floundering a little bit.
He's getting pretty good damage in on Apparition. No, Apparition down only 21 health and 50 armor now, but again, that Mega comes up right at the perfect time, so he's getting those frags right when he needs to, and he's got the items to pick up once he's gotten that frag and taken some damage. But down to only 26 health here again. Apparition needs this red armor to come up, but he needs to find some health because Ray can... Oh! Wow. No luck with the shotgun.
But hey, this is Aerowalk. This is how it rolls, and right now Ray is trying to roll in on Apparition post-grab of Mega, but it's going to be up... I'm sorry, my timing was off there. More off than Ray's or Apparition's, because Mega's coming up right now. Ray's able to get that grab, holding onto a little bit of health as he aggresses on the red armor, and right now I think he feels that he needs to go aggressive just to make something happen, and finally nailing a rocket between the eyes and killing himself. Okay, but a fresh spawn that allows him an opportunity to spawn red armor even though it's not up. You know, I can see where a tactical suicide could come into play, especially with some of the item timing, and if you're extremely low in health and your opponent's a fresh spawn. But the timing on that didn't quite work out for Ray.
Yeah, that didn't work out at all. I was like, what's he doing? Just looking at the timers, there was nothing coming up for him, so he wouldn't have a good spawn on any item at all. Maybe he was hoping he could spawn in the yellow armor room and get the yellow armor and 100 health and be able to grab a rail and a rocket kind of thing or something. Weird move there.
Yeah, but right now shaft on shaft is in Ray's favor. If he can whittle down Apparition and keep that momentum rolling after freshly spawning, then he might be able to take some control away. But again, there's a lot of factors in that. A, you need to be able to make the hits happen. B, when you get the frag, you need to be able to recover. And C, when you get the frag, you know, it's nice if there's a red or a Mega up before your opponent can, you know, turn that table right back against you. But Apparition at 9 health with nothing to recover on up there is going to be able to be pulled down by Ray. And Ray having that red armor, very nice, but having that rocket shoved right between his legs right then, not so nice. But he's back up on the board at the very least.
Yeah, he has points on the board, and that's always a good start. And now he needs to just start to accumulate a few more in a row here. Apparition just playing the run around game here, not being able to grab that Mega, but and not being able to grab the red armor as well, and that gives Ray the opportunity to get in a second frag here. That red armor still is up, and I don't think Ray has a time on it, obviously, because he hadn't gone for it any earlier, and now he's able to finally grab it there, which offsets the Mega and red armor coming up again here by 5 seconds, so it'll give Ray the opportunity to maybe grab that Mega and then move in and grab the red armor, which will give him a really nice stack if Apparition does try and force in on him. Oh, and Ray not able to hold Apparition off on that Mega, and he's still able to get the frag though, which was really surprising.
Yeah, this is a good amount of momentum for Ray, but Apparition's doing all he can to wear that down. Apparition came in on that red armor knowing that he wasn't going to survive, but he could absolutely take down Ray's godlike stack. And now that Ray has to put that back together, that could be extremely costly for him time-wise. Again, though, this is Aerowalk. The numbers aren't exactly the entire story here. 13 on 4 while dire for Ray is not totally unobtainable. Fortunately for him, Red Armor is going to be up as he spawns on it, but I'm not sure if he saw it or heard it, but hey, if he can take Mega Health and fade back to Red, that would be the best of both worlds, but it's not going to happen. Apparition's going to beat him there. No, Apparition coming around the side looking for the ambush shots. Ray can turn it right back around, and he's not going to take that gift lying down. Going to just take that frag right away from Apparition. Very nicely played, and a nice rail to boot on the spawn. So, you know, that really shouldn't have gone as well for Ray as it should have, but sometimes you get lucky.
Hey, in the long run. He was taking the long way around, I guess, there. Working out well for Ray. He has great control over the items now. He's able to grab the Mega there, and now Red Armor coming up. He is in the not the best position, but he's able to advance in and push Apparition off nicely here, so he's sitting nice. Pretty good with a 100 stack against Apparition, who only has the yellow armor to draw upon and a few of those 25 health bubbles. So the only unfortunate thing for Ray is he's down by quite a few frags here. 12 frags with only 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Oh, nice rocket.
Beautiful rocket. That is one for the books, absolutely. And he's going to take that one and run with it. Hopefully he can get something out of it. There's the frag, left with 63 health. There's Mega Health on the tail end of it, and Red Armor as well. Apparition's on the other end of the map. Ray is a little less focused on the Red Armor right now. Wants to see if he can cut off Apparition and get some more freebie damage. But that was such a great rocket to open up. And hopefully for him, he has enough time to make good on that. Now, this isn't a more old-school match that uses a 15-minute timer. I'm sure Ray is wishing for that right now. But yeah, Apparition's trying to burn as much of the clock as possible at this point. Ray's going to be plenty good on the item. Looking for that rail. Going to be eating one instead of dishing one out. But now that Red Armor's up, there's plenty of time for him to make good on. There's the one rail, but he's railable himself now, coming back out of the teleporter. There it is, beautiful shot coming out of Apparition. But he can turn it right back around, taking no damage off that first. Again, some of these clutch rails are really keeping Ray in the running.
Yeah, and he seems to pull them off when he needs to. The question is he going to be able to get 7 frags in a minute and 15 seconds? I don't think so. I'm going to go with no, even though I like to cheer for the underdog, but Apparition is just playing this map way too well, and he's feeling pretty confident when he's moving around the map with rocket jumps up.
I think Ray is throwing in his used-to-be white towel, probably now yellow. Throwing that into the ring at this point, calling out GG, 16 on 7. But for Arrowwalk, that is an admirable score to hold on to. But hey, this did come down to all 5 maps. So call it a show match, call it a best of 5, call it whatever you want. We just saw some awesome matches between Apparition and Ray. And I believe we might have somebody coming in for a little bit more information about the IGL. I know a lot of you have been curious. And after that, we've got the 2 and only, I suppose, would be the way to say it, to Hang and Cypher. Unless something goes terribly, terribly wrong. This is Quake, you always have to make allowances for that. What, chance? Up. Wow, noob on me. Okay, something did go terribly wrong, and it was my brain. How could do that on that? For fuck's sake.
Alright, so there we go. Apparition takes the final map 18-8 over Ray. Apparition wins 3 maps out of the 5. Ray wins the 3rd and 4th map there in the 5-map event. And, well, the biggest thing is I'd like to thank both players for playing and showing off their skills here in Quake Live.